There's the Goodyear Blimp Enterprise from Pompano Beach, Florida. The pilot this afternoon from Parsons, West Virginia is Pat Hendry. And normally this would be an area where that blimp could land, an airport. But the runways and the taxiways are being used as a road course today for the Budweiser Cleveland Grand Prix. Stop number 6 on the PPG IndyCar World Series. By way of recap, Mario Andretti is the leader, about a 36-second lead on Al Unser Jr. He took the lead on lap number 10, has held it ever since. We've completed 83 now, and we only have 5 more laps to go. Bobby Rahal was the first out of the race with a clutch problem. Danny Sullivan dropped out shortly after that with a transmission problem. There have been no serious accidents during this race. A couple of drivers have spun off course, including Pancho Carter and Howdy Holmes, but it's been a very safe race to this point. On the racetrack, running in 11th position, car number 20, Bruno Giacomelli.
Andretti has slowed, Bob. I don't know if it was a matter of just Arie Luyendyk getting the advantage going through the first corner, but he definitely slowed down. And now there's fire coming out of the top of the car. Mario heading off course. I think the day is over for the Beatrice Lola.
You're absolutely right. He's taken the escape course, and there is fire coming from the top of that race car. And he is pulled away from the fire truck. It is approaching him right now and will be there momentarily. It doesn't look like that Mario is in any danger whatsoever, but he is waving to the fire trucks to come and assist him and get the fire out. Mario Andretti's day is over, and he will not be the winner of the Budweiser Cleveland Grand Prix.
Well, he had popped coming down the front stretch just as he was beginning to decelerate for turn number 1.
It is on fire.
Yeah, the burn is quite healthy at this point. It looked like it was right on the top of the block. It's not where you fill the fuel. It was right off the top of the engine compartment, so no way of knowing at this point exactly what happened. But it did make a noise, almost like a miniature explosion.
Now we have an interesting situation that's developed here. Al Unser Jr. is the leader of this race, and there he is. However, we have been noticing in the last few laps, Jeff Brabham closing in on him. The question is, does Jeff have enough time to catch him? The interval is about 5 seconds between Al Unser Jr. and Jeff Brabham, and now less than 4 laps to go.
Bob, here's a very interesting scenario. With 10 laps to go, it was a 10-second difference. There you see Jeff. You saw Al Jr. go by about 4 seconds ago, as Bob indicated. Jeff is closing at a pace of 1 second per lap, but there's only, what, 4 or 5 to go?
Well, this completes lap 85, so we only got 3 to go, yeah. And it's going to take another miracle, it looks like, for Jeff Brabham to win this race. But we could have a 2-time winner. In fact, 2 consecutive race wins for Al Unser Jr.
You know, Bob, I was about to say that the attrition had not been too brutal today. It attacked Bobby Rahal and Danny Sullivan, the 2 front row cars, the early part of this race. But it's been a good day for a lot of people. And until that lap, obviously a good day for Carl Haas, Paul Newman, Mario Andretti, Darrell Sapi and crew. But people like Jacques Villeneuve, Arie Luyendyk, Jose Garza, Michael Andretti, they have had good days today. There have been a number of teams that would chalk this one up as a success.
And another very interesting finisher in this race is going to be Al Unser Sr. He has now moved up to 4th position, and his phenomenal season as a substitute driver continues.
Not only has he moved up to 4th position, but just think how many points he stands to pick up. I'm telling you, the guy is more than just a candidate. He's a threat for the championship.
We're talking about Al Unser Sr. He is, of course, a winner of this race. You saw the interval between 1st and 2nd position, and it looks like too healthy a one for Jeff Brabham to overcome.
Yeah, I think Al Unser Jr. is going faster now. He must have gone to the downhill direction, you know, because the lap seems to be going by much too fast for Jeff Brabham. But Brabham, boy, with that extra pit stop, just think, that bad tire, apparently what he had was the difference between winning and losing today.
Here's the problem that Mario Andretti ran into just as he crossed the start-finish line. A pop from the engine and fire coming from the top of the race car. And Mario used an escape route to pull the car off of the racetrack and retire from competition.
And it didn't snuff out either until the emergency crews got over there. The car would not suck out its own fire. It needed help externally to get the flames out.
So Mario Andretti led laps 10 through 84, but just after crossing the finish line for that lap, he dropped out, and Al Unser Jr. has gone into the lead and now is less than 2 laps from a victory.
And Michael Andretti has ducked into the pits here late on. I'll bet you you it's fuel, that's just a guess because he's been running in the top 10. He did stop for his 2 regular pit stops. Lap 28 and lap 49 make that lap 58. So this one was probably one they just missed their calculations by just a tad.
Well, the white flag has come out, and this is the final lap of the race. Al Unser Jr. from Albuquerque, New Mexico, is about to win his 2nd consecutive IndyCar race. He is in turn number 6 now, on to the middle stretch. Less than a half lap to go now for little Al.
Jeff Brabham, by the way, has slowed down just a little bit, so he is going to be content, at least for the moment, for this runner-up spot. And Jacques Villeneuve continues to motor around out there. It looks like he's destined to get third. Great performance for the young Canadian.
Well, it's going to be another Unser reunion in victory lane, it looks like, as son is going to win the race, and it looks like that dad is going to come in 4th position. Here comes Al Unser Jr. at the end of the front stretch. Now braking and downshifting into turn number 11. Turn number 12 crosses the finish line, and Al Unser Jr. wins. There's the winning pit crew for Al Unser Jr. and Jeff Brabham's Rick Gallis pit now looks for their driver to come through corner.
And Jeff
Brabham is coasting. He is just coasting across the finish line, but does do so and winds up in 2nd spot.
Just a guess, but they sloshed in probably just enough fuel to go the distance, and I'd say that they predicted accurately. They just made it.